Understanding self-worth and identity is fundamental to leading a fulfilling and a false life. We often find ourselves entwined in a web of external validation, measuring our value through the eyes of others, our family, friends, colleagues, society at large. This tendency to seek approval can lead to a distorted self-image and an unhealthy reliance on others for affirmation. It's crucial, therefore, to recognize that your worth is innate and independent of any outside factors. You are valuable simply because you exist. When we fail to grasp our own worth, we can become trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and insecurity. This can manifest in various ways, such as overcommitting to responsibilities, neglecting our needs for the sake of others, or settling for less in personal and professional relationships. The idea of putting others first, while noble in some respects, can easily devolve into self-neglect. It is imperative to remember that self-care is not selfish, it is essential. By nurturing your well-being, you equip yourself to better serve those around you. Building a strong sense of self-worth begins with self-awareness. Take the time to reflect on your values, strengths, and passions. What truly makes you feel alive? What are the qualities you admire in yourself? Acknowledging these aspects can foster a deeper connection with who you are at your core. When you understand and appreciate your unique traits, you will be more empowered to assert your needs and desires without guilt. This journey of self-discovery often involves confronting limiting beliefs that have been ingrained in us through societal expectations or past experiences. It's essential to challenge these beliefs and redefine what worth means to you. An effective way to cultivate your self-worth is through positive affirmation. Engaging in daily affirmations can shift your mindset from one of self-doubt to one of confidence and self-love. Statements like "I am worthy of love and respect" or "I have unique talents that contribute to the world" can profoundly impact your self-perception. When repeated consistently, these affirmations help to reprogram negative thought patterns and reinforce a positive self-image. Another vital aspect of understanding your self-worth is realizing that it is not contingent upon achievements or external success. While accomplishments can provide a sense of fulfillment, they do not define your value as a person. It is essential to detach your self-worth from your performance. You are not solely defined by your job title, income, or what you contribute to the world. Many successful and talented individuals struggle with feelings of inadequacy and imposter syndrome because they tie their identity to their achievements. Remember, your worth transcends any job or label. Engaging in self-reflection can also unveil your personal beliefs around self-worth. Journaling can be a powerful tool. It allows you to express your thoughts, feelings, and challenges. Write about your fears, the things that bring you joy, and the achievements you are proud of. This practice can help articulate your feelings and provide clarity in understanding your value beyond outward accomplishments. It's a method of processing experiences that shape your self-identity. Moreover, surrounding yourself with supportive and positive influences can greatly impact your perception of self-worth. Seek relationships that uplift and encourage you rather than those that drain your energy or foster negativity. The people you choose to engage with can either reinforce your self-worth or diminish it. Healthy relationships are based on mutual respect and appreciation, allowing both parties to flourish. Furthermore, embracing your imperfections is vital in the journey to self-acceptance. Everyone has flaws and weaknesses. It's the very essence of being human. Instead of focusing on what you believe to be shortcomings, celebrate your individuality and the qualities that make you unique. Remember that vulnerability is not a weakness but a strength. Sharing your authentic self with others can forge deeper connections and a sense of belonging, reinforcing your self-worth. As you learn to appreciate and nurture your own self-worth, you will find that it enhances all aspects of your life, your relationships, your career, and your overall happiness. A strong sense of self-worth allows you to make decisions that align with your true self, enabling you to pursue passions and interests that resonate with who you are. This alignment leads to a life that feels more authentic and meaningful. Another crucial element of honoring your self-worth is learning to forgive yourself for past mistakes. Holding on to guilt and regret can be detrimental to your mental and emotional health. Understand that everyone makes mistakes. It's a part of life. Accepting your past and granting yourself forgiveness is a powerful step towards self-acceptance and growth. Recognize that mistakes do not define you, but rather they provide opportunities for learning and development. In conclusion, understanding your self-worth is foundational for living a fulfilling and meaningful life. It empowers you to take charge of your happiness and well-being, allowing you to serve and support others from a place of strength and abundance. By cultivating self-awareness, practicing affirmations, nurturing healthy relationships, and embracing your uniqueness, you pave the way to a deeper connection with yourself. Ultimately, acknowledging that your worth is inherent will transform the way you engage with the world, leading to a more vibrant, compassionate, and purposeful life. Embrace the truth that you are enough just as you are, and watch how this revelation changes everything. Mental health plays a crucial role in our overall well-being, yet it is often overlooked or dismissed in the hustle and bustle of daily life. Many people regard mental health as a secondary concern, something that can be managed or set aside when time allows. However, the reality is that mental health is just as important as physical health, and ignoring it can lead to severe consequences. To effectively nurture our mental health, we need to cultivate awareness and understanding of our own emotional states, thoughts, and behaviors. When we engage in the practice of self-care, we grant ourselves the opportunity to prioritize our mental health in a meaningful way. This can involve taking breaks to unwind, practicing mindfulness, or simply allowing ourselves the space to feel and process our emotions without judgment. Self-care activities can vary significantly from person to person. Some individuals may find solace in reading a book, while others may prefer a walk in nature or spending time with loved ones. The key is to identify what helps you recharge and reconnect with yourself, providing you with the mental clarity needed to face life's challenges. Engaging in self-care isn't just about indulging oneself, it's a proactive approach to managing stress and preventing burnout. High levels of stress can lead to anxiety, depression, and a host of physical health issues. By taking the time to care for our mental health, we create a buffer against these negative effects. This means acknowledging our limitations and recognizing that we are only human, we cannot do it all. Accepting this truth opens the door for healthier coping strategies and healthier responses to stressors. Moreover, the stigma surrounding mental health issues can often prevent individuals from seeking the help they need. Many people struggle in silence, believing that admitting they need assistance is a sign of weakness. In truth, reaching out for help is an act of strength and self-awareness. It takes courage to confront our emotions and ask for support from friends, family, or professionals. Making mental health a priority means breaking this stigma and creating a culture where individuals feel comfortable discussing their struggles and seeking help when needed. Seeking professional assistance, whether through therapy or counseling, can also play a significant role in promoting mental well-being. Mental health professionals can provide valuable insights and coping strategies tailored to an individual's specific circumstances. Therapy is not just a place for venting frustrations, it's a structured environment where we can learn about ourselves, understand our triggers, and develop healthier thought patterns. By investing time and resources into mental health care, we are making a powerful statement about our commitment to taking care of ourselves. Additionally, it's important to integrate healthy habits into our daily routines that promote good mental health. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and sufficient sleep all contribute to improved mood and cognitive function. Physical activity releases endorphins, which are known as the feel-good hormones. A balanced diet fuels our bodies and brains, while good sleep hygiene ensures that our minds are rested and resilient enough to cope with daily challenges. Consistently incorporating these habits into our lives can lead to lasting benefits for our mental health. Connection with others is another vital aspect of maintaining good mental health. Building and nurturing relationships provides a support network that we can rely on during tough times. Social interactions can reduce feelings of loneliness and isolation, contributing positively to our mental state. Sharing our experiences with trusted friends or family members can also provide valuable perspectives and emotional support. Communication fosters connection, and feeling heard and understood can tremendously enhance mental well-being. As we delve deeper into the subject of mental health, we should not overlook the significance of self-compassion. It is essential to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would extend to a friend. We often engage in negative self-talk when faced with failures or setbacks, which can further exacerbate feelings of inadequacy. Instead, practicing self-compassion involves acknowledging our imperfections and recognizing that we are doing our best in the face of challenges. This shift in perspective can bolster our resilience and overall mental health. In an increasingly fast-paced world, the importance of mental health cannot be overstated. It is vital to remember that taking care of our mental well-being is not a luxury but a necessity. Embracing self-care practices, seeking professional help, nurturing relationships, and promoting positive habits can significantly enhance our mental health. The journey to mental wellness is continuous and often requires effort and reflection, but the rewards are well worth it. By placing mental health at the forefront of our well-being, we not only enhance our own lives, but also become more capable of positively impacting those around us. When we prioritize our mental health, we can show up fully, joyfully, and authentically in our relationships and responsibilities. Taking care of ourselves first is not selfish, it is essential for a balanced, fulfilling life. When we are mentally strong and grounded, we have the capacity to uplift others and contribute meaningfully to our communities. So let us commit to making mental health a priority in our lives, honoring the importance of self-care and recognizing that we are worthy of love, care, and respect, both from ourselves and from others. Setting boundaries is one of the most crucial aspects of self-care, yet it is often one of the hardest concepts to embrace fully. In today's fast-paced world, where everyone seems to be vying for our attention, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by demands from work, family, and friends. Many people equate the act of saying yes to requests as a measure of their worth or value. They fear that by setting limits, they will be perceived as selfish or uncaring. However, the truth is that setting boundaries is not an act of selfishness. Rather, it is a necessary component of healthy relationships and personal well-being. When you take a moment to reflect on your own experiences, it becomes evident how essential boundaries are. Think of a time when you felt exhausted or burned out from giving too much of yourself. Maybe you took on extra work projects, participated in every social engagement, or overcommitted to family obligations. While initially it might have felt good to please others, the long-term impact often led to resentment, stress, and a profound sense of loss regarding your own well-being. By establishing clear limits, you reclaim your time, energy, and mental space, enabling you to focus on what truly matters in your life. One key aspect of setting boundaries is understanding that your time and energy are finite resources. Much like a bank account, if you continuously withdraw without making deposits, you will eventually find yourself overdrawn, stressed, and unable to carry on. So how can you begin to establish these boundaries? Start by evaluating your current commitments and responsibilities. Take a close look at each engagement and ask yourself, does this align with my values? Is this bringing me joy or fulfillment? Am I doing this out of obligation or a genuine desire? By addressing these questions, you can identify which activities or commitments may need to be reassessed or eliminated altogether. Another important aspect of boundary setting is communication. It's imperative to be honest with yourself and those around you about your needs and limits. When you communicate your boundaries clearly, it sets the stage for healthier interactions. For instance, if someone invites you to an event that you simply do not have the time or energy to attend, it's perfectly acceptable to respond with a genuine, "Thank you for the invitation, but I need to take some time for myself." Being honest fosters respect in your relationships and allows others to understand your position without feeling rejected or dismissed. Additionally, it's vital to recognize that setting boundaries is a dynamic process that may evolve over time. As your circumstances change, be it a new job, changes in family dynamics, or shifts in personal priorities, so will your boundaries. What may have been an acceptable level of commitment last year may no longer be feasible today. Be willing to revisit and modify your boundaries as needed, and don't feel guilty about it. It's a sign of growth and self-awareness rather than capriciousness. In this journey of self-care through boundary setting, it's also important to remember that you might face resistance from others. Some individuals may not understand your need for boundaries and may push back against changes you wish to implement. This is where it becomes even more essential to stand firm in your decisions and articulate clearly that your boundaries are in place not only for your well-being, but ultimately for the health of your relationships as well. When you take care of yourself, you enhance your ability to be present and supportive to those around you. Building a support system can also bolster your boundary setting efforts. Surround yourself with individuals who respect your limits and encourage your journey of self-care. The people in your life should uplift and motivate you to pursue your well-being, not drain you of your valuable resources. Finding mentors or like-minded individuals can provide a sense of solidarity as you navigate the sometimes difficult process of putting yourself first. Moreover, it's critical to practice self-compassion during this process. Learn to forgive yourself when you slip up. No one is perfect, and sometimes old habits are difficult to break. Be patient with yourself as you learn to assert your needs more effectively. Understand that this is not a linear path, but a journey that may have ups and downs along the way. Ultimately, setting boundaries is an essential aspect of taking care of yourself that has far-reaching implications. It allows you to create the space you need to grow, heal, and thrive. By establishing healthy limits, you not only protect your own well-being, but also cultivate deeper, more meaningful relationships with others. You become more engaged, present, and devoted when you make room for self-care in your life. This positive energy will radiate outward, influencing not just your own life, but also those around you. Remember, it's okay to prioritize yourself. It's not an act of selfishness. It is an act of strength. Setting boundaries is an essential and empowering step toward living a balanced, fulfilling life. As you embark on this journey to practice self-care through boundary setting, rooting yourself in your principles and values will enable you to put your well-being first. In doing so, you embrace the fullness of life with the clarity, energy, and passion that you deserve. Mindfulness and reflection are powerful tools that can help individuals reconnect with themselves and prioritize their needs. And it is essential to understand how these practices can be incorporated into daily life to enhance self-care. When we are mindful, we are fully present in the moment, paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. This allows us to tune into our inner world, becoming more aware of our values, desires, and limitations. Through mindfulness, we can develop a greater sense of self-awareness, which is critical for making choices that align with our well-being and happiness. Regular reflection, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply taking a quiet walk, provides an opportunity to process our experiences, emotions, and thoughts. It's a chance to slow down and examine what's going on inside us, to understand what we're grateful for, what we're struggling with, and what we hope to achieve. By reflecting on our lives, we can identify patterns, gain insights, and develop a clearer sense of purpose and direction. This, in turn, enables us to make intentional decisions about how we want to live our lives, including how we prioritize our time, energy, and resources. One of the most significant benefits of mindfulness and reflection is that they help us cultivate self-compassion. By practicing mindfulness, we learn to observe our thoughts and feelings with kindness and understanding rather than judgment or criticism. This allows us to develop a more positive and supportive relationship with ourselves, which is essential for our emotional and mental well-being. When we are kind and compassionate towards ourselves, we are more likely to prioritize our own needs, take care of our physical and emotional health, and pursue our passions and interests with confidence and enthusiasm. Incorporating mindfulness and reflection into our daily routine can be simple and straightforward. It might involve setting aside a few minutes each morning to meditate or journal, taking a short walk during our lunch break to clear our minds, or pressing deep breathing exercises before bed to calm our nerves. The key is to find activities that resonate with us and that we enjoy so that we can look forward to our mindfulness and reflection practice as a positive and nurturing part of our daily routine. As we prioritize mindfulness and reflection, we may find that our relationships with others become more authentic and meaningful. When we are more aware of our own thoughts, feelings, and needs, we are better able to communicate effectively, set healthy boundaries, and show up fully for the people in our lives. We become more empathetic, more understanding, and more supportive, which can lead to deeper, more satisfying connections with others. By taking care of ourselves through mindfulness and reflection, we become better friends, partners, family members, and community members, and we contribute to creating a more compassionate, supportive, and loving world. Ultimately, the practice of mindfulness and reflection is a journey, not a destination. It's a process of ongoing growth, learning, and self-discovery, and it requires patience, kindness, and compassion. As we embark on this journey, we may encounter challenges, setbacks, and uncertainties, but with a commitment to mindfulness and reflection, we can navigate these obstacles with greater ease, wisdom, and resilience. By prioritizing our own well-being and taking the time to cultivate self-awareness, self-compassion, and inner peace, we can live more authentic, meaningful, and fulfilling lives, and we can share our gifts, talents, and love with others in a more joyful, generous, and heartfelt way. The concept of the ripple effect is a powerful one, especially when applied to the practice of self-care. When you take care of yourself, it's not just about you, it's about the positive impact you can have on those around you. Think of it like throwing a stone into a pond. The ripples spread out, touching every aspect of the water's surface. Similarly, when you prioritize your own well-being, you create a chain reaction of positivity that affects not just your own life, but the lives of your loved ones, friends, and even community. Imagine being in a relationship where both partners are prioritizing their own self-care. They're taking time for themselves, engaging in activities that bring them joy and nurturing their minds, bodies, and spats. This doesn't mean they're being selfish. On the contrary, they're becoming the best versions of themselves. As a result, their interactions with each other become more loving, supportive, and respectful. They're able to communicate more effectively, listen more deeply, and resolve conflicts in a more constructive manner. This, in turn, creates a positive environment for their children to grow and thrive. When kids see their parents prioritizing self-care, they learn the importance of taking care of themselves too. They develop healthy habits such as regular exercise, balanced eating, and sufficient sleep, which sets them up for success in all areas of life. Moreover, they learn how to manage stress, regulate their emotions, and develop resilience in the face of challenges. The ripple effect of self-care doesn't stop there. When you're taking care of yourself, you're more likely to be patient, understanding, and compassionate towards others. You're more likely to be a good friend, a supportive family member, and a contributing member of your community. You're more likely to volunteer your time, donate to worthy causes, and advocate for social justice. By prioritizing your own well-being, you become a source of inspiration and motivation for those around you, encouraging them to do the same. Furthermore, when self-care becomes a collective practice, it can lead to a shift in cultural norms and values. We start to prioritize well-being over productivity and happiness over achievement. We recognize that success is not just about what we achieve, but about how we feel and the positive impact we have on the world around us. We begin to create a society that values mindfulness, empathy, and compassion, where people feel supported, heard, and seen. In this way, the practice of self-care is not just a personal choice, but a social responsibility. By taking care of ourselves, we're not only improving our own lives, but contributing to the greater good. We're helping to create a world where people can thrive, where relationships are meaningful and fulfilling, and where communities are strong and supportive. So, the next time you think about prioritizing your own self-care, remember that you're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the people you love and for the world at large. The ripple effect of self-care is a powerful reminder that our individual actions can have a profound impact on the world around us, and that by taking care of ourselves, we can create a more compassionate, empathetic, and loving world for all.